Good afternoon, good evening, or good morning, wherever you are watching around Australia and the world. This is the Tier 2 Gower Cup Championships bronze medal game between WA, the Western Australian Blaze, and the New South Wales Bombers. I'm your commentator, Jeffrey Coop. Joining me in commentary, the ever-esteemed Rod Johns. Rod, it is a pleasure to do this.
Well, you know, ever-esteemed, I'm not completely sure about that, but it is a pleasure, Coop. And after I saw you on TV, it's an honor now. Okay?
Dear.
So there you go. I'm looking forward to some excitement.
Not the TV, Jack. All right, this is the bronze medal game between the New South Wales Bombers and the WA Blaze. Both teams lost 2-1 in their respective semi-finals earlier today. The Bombers, a bit of an upset by Canberra there over the Bombers. They finished second earlier this year, and they did very well. They won through at an 8-2-2 record. Most goals in the league this year. And fell short in that semi-final against Canberra. A bit of an upset.
Well, you know, it's a funny thing. We were talking about that a little bit before the game started, and you really need to be mentally prepared. A couple of things go wrong, and funny things happen in a hockey game.
Especially
so there you go.
It's one knockout. It's Perth win the opening, WA, win the opening face-off and take it into their own zone. Try and clear this out of the corner, picking up is McNabb. She centers it up. Chance there for Hayduke, but shot can't get in. And Bombers will look to get it out. Just eke it out of the blue line there. Stuck in front of us here in the commentary position. Crockford now through neutral zone. Just gets through the check through neutral ice, plays it inside. Bryce couldn't control it. He has to go back into her own zone and pick this one up. Goes around and a spin, but she gets a bit of a forecheck going and she has to wrap it around the boards. Luckily for her, it'll get out and away. Picked up here by Badui, and then left for Boundy. Boundy gets a shot on net, but it is saved. The starting goalie, Sasha King, for the Blaze. Interesting colour choice there, the orange and the purple, isn't it?
It is. Where do you think they got that from?
I'm trying to think of an orange and purple team I can't think of.
The orange might be just simply the Blaze, or the Mustang.
Well, orange is the Mustangs. I think Syracuse in the US is orange and purple. Here go the Blaze. And they are offside there. Taking in was McNabb, but someone went off in front of us. Clemson's.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And all sorts of blue going on with the New South Wales Bombers, as you would assume for a New South Wales side going in there. The running clock here in this game does not stop for the stoppages. As New South Wales will control this in their own zone and look to get this one out and away. They'll shovel it up the boards, but on the go as far as Bree Smith. She turns it over, played down low, but there's no one there, and nearly a chance down low for Francesca, but she couldn't put a stick on it. Here's a chance down low, chance in, couple of saves by Smith, and it works its way in. And the Bombers have the first here.
Well, in all accounts, that was a pretty good play by, I think it's Atkinson, because Atkinson followed the play and picked the puck up and made something happen, and the puck got lost in front of the net, and number 3 for the Bombers, James, just kept banging away at it, and one thing led to another, and the puck goes in. So, you know, the funny thing is they don't have to be pretty, they just have to go in.
Anna Badui kept whacking at it, but it was Atkinson with the goal. And early on here, the Bombers have the lead. Well, give it a go at Chris Boundy now.
Oh, well, there you go.
There are all sorts of wrong.
All right.
We're off to a good
well,
start.
there's a lot of stuff going on there, so.
As the Bombers get this one out and away. That was Francesca. She played it up. The shot will come in, and Smith makes the save there.
Well, that was a good shot, too, and a good save by the goaltender.
Very good shot. Bree Smith was there standing, waiting. Sasha King, sorry, was there waiting for it.
So I think the Blaze are going to have to keep their eye on Miss James.
Laid down. Just sit out the back there for Magnuson. Looking at far side for Fricker. Back to Magnuson. She'll look to just usher it out of the zone. It will not get out. Kept in. No, it did get out. And they had to reset the Bombers, and it allows the Blaze to turn it over in their own zone. That's not where you want to turn the puck over. That's Clark on the forecheck. Now they'll get it out and away. Nicholson. Get it past Hayduke, but the Blaze will take it in. There's McNabb. She's been everywhere to start this game for the Blaze. Still going McNabb. Still going McNabb. Okay, she can't get a decent backhand shot on, though. Wheeling around the back of the net. Jamming out. Scores!
Well, number 4, McNabb, made that happen. She made a couple of good moves, and like you said, she couldn't get the shot she wanted off, but she kept the puck in and managed to get it in front, and her teammate, Heather Hayduke, popped it in. So 1-1.
McNabb took it into the zone, and Hayduke, was there. Johnny on the spot to slap it home. And with 10 minutes remaining in this first period, goal to please. They're away again, the Blaze. It was Hadak here. Just can't get on the end of it. Picking it up was Cromhout. She'll get it up to Captain in Dodd. Dodd will take it round. He'll get a shot, but it'll go wide. Going round to Fowley. And hello to the Fowley family watching in Scotland, as we were reliably informed before the start of the match. The Fowley family there. Cheryl Fowley. She scored the goal in the semi for the Bombers, where they ultimately lost to Canberra 2-1. We'll see them and the Melbourne Chargers after this in the gold medal game. But down low, it is the Bombers. Going to get something going and retake that lead. Dodd with the shot from the point, but doesn't go far. And here's a chance for the Blaze if it gets through, but Hayduke just couldn't locate the puck.
She's looking the other way.
She was looking the wrong way. If she found it, she was in. And there's a chance in front. That was Hayduke again. He's definitely settled well into this one. Thrown on net, just seen wide. Cut the wickets before anything strange happened, and then played on the net again, and nearly a little bit of miscommunication. And oh, we've got a little bit going on here. The arms up.
Who got it? Because really, there was a bit of a poke and a half after the goalie had the puck, and I think one of the Bombers came in and said, "I don't think you should be doing that to my goaltender."
That's 78's not on our list. Just trying with Sinclair.
Yep, she's not on.
She's not on the list with me. It's led. Well, 78 Sinclair's going to sit. Let's see what the call was for, but she did come in late and deliver the cross-check. She's not happy about it. She's standing up in the penalty box over there.
I'm sure she's thinking that the Blaze should have got a penalty for poking at the goaltender after the play ended.
And the referee, Hamish Young. And I think someone's going to go from Blaze as well. They were asking for McNabb. He asked for number 4, but it is Fricker who looks like it's going to go over.
So I'm sure she's probably got it for
coming in late with the poke.
Yeah.
There's some very harsh words going on there. Kilgallen's going to make her way over down. So Fricker didn't go in. Kilgallen will. We're going to skate 4-on-4. So Kilgallen will probably get the unsportsmanlike conduct. And the cross-check from Sinclair afterwards. And we're going to skate 4-on-4 for 2 minutes here. We did stop the clock there for a little bit. Interesting to note. Roughing's the call. And a slash on the Blaze. Interesting calls there. So roughing for a big check in centre ice. So we continue on. That was Magnuson who tried to take it into the zone. Blaze will go back out. Picked up here by Hall. Hall controls it and takes it through centre ice. Nice move there by Miriam Hall. Still going as Hall, but she loses it just as she crosses. Pass misses Fricker. Played into the zone. And the Bombers will look to reset here. And bad turnover, but Fricker could not pounce on it. Picked up by Hall. Hall has to be careful here. Still going is Miriam Hall, though. She turns it over. Francesca couldn't reach it. Whacked in by Fricker. And we'll have a reset. That's Alison Bryce picking it up. And Bryce is going to go for a bit of a stroll. She goes out here to Badui. Badui has a stick lifted and throws it on net, but King saw it wide. There's Bryce trying to keep it in. She does, but only as far as Fricker, and Fricker's got a bit of time. Just to settle things down as we have 30 seconds left on this 4-on-4. 6.5 left in the period. And turning it over is Miriam Hall. If she's not careful, that's a good pass out to Fricker, though. And she'll take it into the zone, center it up. There's no one there. Turning around, there's no one home for Perth. And now they have to come off. It was a bad change. Played back. That's a nice drop pass, a shot, and a good save there by King. It was Boundy with the shot.
That was a great little backhand pass, right? She drew the defenseman towards her, gave her a little backhand pass, and
Fowley with the drop pass.
Yeah. The interesting thing there, it's 4-on-4, and what I find interesting is that people don't understand that it's 4-on-4, so you don't throw the puck away. Like, try to control the puck, set something up, and have it go. So a couple times there, they threw the puck away unnecessarily, and that's something that you need to learn as you go through this game, that how the face of the game changes, and you need to understand what's going on.
There's too many men on the ice for the Bombers. It hasn't been picked up. Lucky there. There's a bit of an issue with the change. The Bombers were late to change. They only had 3 out for that face-off, and then they chucked 2 extra on, and then someone else came on. It was all sorts of mess, but it has ended up in the Blaze zone, and can't do anything with it. Dodd. She'll go across. That's well poked away. That's fantastic work on the blue line. That was Bree Smith standing the mare. She ices the puck.
So that's also interesting too, because I mean, it was Bryce that had the puck there.
Yep.
And she passed right, but like there was obviously a defender in between, so she would have been better off to carry that puck over and take the shot instead of trying to make that pass. And as much as I'm all about forward pass to the free skater, you really have to watch who's in your way all the time, you know?
Well, she could have taken that into the zone and then set something up and drawn the defender.
Yeah.
As the Blaze look and get this one out. Cromhout, and they're nearly turning it over. Was Sinclair. Here goes Crockford. Crockford's got a bit of time and space. Coming in is Crockford. Crockford will get the shot in. Oh, what a goal! Kirsty Crockford!
Yeah.
She goes top shelf where Grandma keeps the good bickies.
Yeah, and have a look at that. So that was a good lead pass for her. She turned around, got to the top of the face-off circle to the right and let it go. And it was a good shot, and the goaltender just didn't get a piece of it. And she's got a big smile on her face.
She deserved every bit of the shimmy she just gave at center ice. Kirsty Crockford. Me, oh my. Just lets rip, and the Bombers retake the lead. It's 2-1. Just under 4 left in the first period here, and here go the Bombers again. Mark couldn't control it, and the Blaze get it out they can. And that's Cole Clark trying to keep it in. There's a Clark and there's a Cole Clark. That makes for all sorts of fun. And there is Clark on that far side. She goes hard into the boards, no call. She's asking for the trip. She's not going to get it. This game's starting to heat up a little bit. Working hard at Bryce. And she's at the point. She tries to take it into the middle. She goes. Slot area. There goes Bryce, and it's saved by Sasha King. She sees that one, but she has to drop it to the ice and double clutch it.
So the interesting thing there, I don't know if you're watching, but I think it was Crockford was just posted off the back post, waiting to see what was going to happen, and that's actually a really good play because she's waiting to see where the shot's going to go and whether she can pick the rebound up and collect something off that. And it takes a lot of discipline to do that sort of thing.
She definitely had a very good couple of shifts on the ice with Kirsty Crockford. They've kept it in the zone here, the Bombers. They've done well. Set it up. Active sticks by the Blaze. They've been good at protecting the slot area for most of this first period. Bryce will take it behind her own net. The tick under 2.5 left in this one. Look to reset. Bryce couldn't find Atkinson. It'll be picked up here by Fricker. That's a nice pass up the wall to Riles. Riles Spencer, but Spencer couldn't control it. Centers it up, but it's seen out of the zone. Fricker plays it back in. Francesco couldn't control it. And Spencer had stayed in the zone, so she was offside. So it's a free entry out for the Bombers, but great stick work there. That was Fricker again. She did fantastic. And she gets it out for the Blaze. Sinclair now. Nice movement there. And oh, she loses an edge. Down she goes. Keeps it going. That's nearly a hand pass. In fact, it is a hand pass.
Well, that's interesting, though, because the puck was to herself, okay? So I don't believe that there's anything to suggest that you can't hand pass the puck to yourself. So.
Yeah, she was unlucky when it touched, I think it was Atkinson, it touched her skate. The referee, Hamish Young, who's quite young.
Well,
he was Johnny on the spot there to stop that one.
He's one of my proteges, and I coached him last summer. Good hockey player and a nice kid.
He's done a good job so far today. Taking it in here is Fowley. She wheels around. Nice spinner over there by Fowley. Can't keep it in the zone, though, the Bombers. That was Cromhout who couldn't keep it in. Boundy now working hard on the boards. It works in, but Dodd couldn't keep it in. The Blaze just need to find some space, and it's not happening. Here's Haydock, who did score for the Blaze, their first one. She goes down low, below the goal line. Tied up in amongst her feet. McNabb plays it back to Haydock. Set it up, there was the chance. And Kilgallen couldn't get the shot in. Shot again, and it's just wide. And late pressure here by the Blaze will come to nothing. One last chance here for the Bombers, you feel. Shot goes in, saved there by King. It was Boundy who put it on net. Chance! There, it was Boundy again. As time ticks away, picked up here by Fowley. Fowley tries to work around as there was something left here for the Bombers. Tried to center it back up, did Fowley, but no one was there for her. Is that Fricker again? I think it is.
Yep.
She has been everywhere for WA to start this one. Send it up, and the siren will go. And then, the shot comes in late.
Oh,
and
just gave her a
well,
penalty.
Chris Boundy, she's not happy about it, but she's going to take an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty to start the second. And you can't blame Hamish Young for calling it, because the horn had well gone.
Absolutely. And you should know that. So that's an unfortunate penalty, and I'm sure that the coach for the Bombers, Mr. Sinclair, wouldn't be very happy about that.
So after one here, it is the Bombers 2, WA 1.
So,
but the Blaze will start on a power play, or will they be a 10-minute misconduct, you feel?
Well, he definitely gave the misconduct sign, so it'll be interesting to see what he calls.
So it's a running minute intermission between the first and the second here. Would it be interesting to see what the call is? They're having a discussion now. But that period sort of swung back and forth. The Bombers started well, got their goal, and then the Blaze immediately hit back.
But I think you admit that the Bombers outplayed them in the end for sure. And there's a few players that the Blaze are really going to have to watch out for.
Kirsty Crockford with that fantastic goal.
Yep. And Bryce and
Cheryl Fowley's been in amongst it as well.
Absolutely. So, and if they get free space, they're good skaters, and they have to really the Blaze will have to watch out for them. Bryce certainly knows what to do with the puck. She made a couple good plays where she took the puck behind her net to set up and then looked for the open person and made the right pass. Unfortunately, didn't get picked up, And there was good drive to the net. There was some good shots. And I mean, you can't take anything away from the Blaze either, because, like you said, there was a spark there after about the 5-minute mark of the first period, and the Blaze were in there. They had some chances, and they scored on one and didn't capitalize on the other. So they just need to keep going.
Puck drop here for period 2, and we're skating 5-on-4. The penalty hasn't gone up yet. It'll be interesting to see if they adjust the time. They've called a 10-minute misconduct, but I only count... Oh, there's a 5th one out there, sorry. I did miss one. So it's a 10-minute misconduct for Chris Boundy, so she may as well get very comfortable in that penalty box over there as the save's made by King and stick aside. She's standing up at the moment. I wonder if she knows she's got 10 minutes till she's allowed out, because I wouldn't want to stand over there for 10 minutes. As the Bombers keepers in the zone, sent it up. It was Badui who couldn't get it on. She backhands it on net. And King makes the save. Badui shoveling it there.
It's interesting that she's wearing number 3 with James on the back.
Well, it's 3 with James on the back, but there's a tiny bit of tape to make it an 8.
Okay.
I did speak to the coach beforehand. Bit of running repairs to some jerseys over the weekend.
Well, I stand corrected because I kept calling her James, so I'm sure James is very happy.
You had the hand in the printing of the program as well, didn't you?
You bet you.
You've got no excuse, right? There's the Blaze. That's a nice pass out. Picked up there by Hayden. She'll take it up. She's going to watch out. She's going to get back at Rob from behind there. That's Georgia Clark coming in behind. The wall whiff on the clearance, though. It falls into the centre, but they couldn't keep it in. There's Fricker again. She's been outstanding for the Blaze so far at the blue line. And they've played themselves into some trouble here, the Bombers. There's the shot, but it's well blocked.
Good setup.
That was Alison Bryce, who put her body on the line and stopped it. Here's a chance for the Blaze again. A fantastic pad save. Follow up, and it's just wide. And the Blaze are bearing down here. Fantastic work, but they just couldn't pop the goal.
Well, Taylor Plumridge made 2 good saves there.
Shot will come in from Fricker, knuckled on. Fell into the slot area. There was no one for the Blaze, though. And we Fricker again with the shot. Deflected by her own teammate. That was Bryce. What are you doing? Oh, Alison, you've had a man.
Well, let me tell you.
Luckily, Plumridge bails her out.
Plumridge made a good leg save on the first shot, and then the Blaze player tried to go upstairs, and she stopped her there too. So 2 very solid saves. And then, like you said, there's almost a deflection off her own player, and she had to stop that one too. So
Alison Bryce nearly fell victim to the Rod Johns jinx. Cromhout through centre ice, and here goes Dewey takes it into the corner. She's 1 on 2, and she's fallen to the ice. All sorts of going on here, but referee Hamish Young sees nothing to penalise, and that's out of the zone. So a free clearance here for the Blaze. They've messed around a little bit. Badui will provide the forecheck, and she'll turn it back over. Great work, Anna Badui. There goes Hayden. Got far side Cromhout, throws it down. And back goes Sarah Magnuson. She plays it off the ball. It's kept in by Fowley. Well done, Fowley, but in comes McNabb. McNabb gets it out of the zone, and Hayden was away, but Cromhout was at home, and she's turned it over. Here's a chance. Oh, that's another save by Plumridge. And Plumridge right now is the New South Wales Bombers side. Crockford. She's turned it over to her fellow 44 and Hayden. Trying to centre it up with the Blaze. Couldn't get it there, and it was Fowley who went in and did the hard yards. In the corner, wrapped around, but they've turned it over here, the Bombers. Nothing will come of it, though. Cromhout goes and bails her team out, and they'll clear it out and away. Badui, down she goes. The arm stays down. Played into the zone. Halia will go after this one. Kept in there. It was Antle who kept it in. Goes across. And then turned over at the blue line by the Blaze, and away go the Bombers. Far side, that's the Philippine national player, Francesca. She goes in on net, but she's hope-checked before she can get a meaningful shot away. Blaze will clear this one out. Kept by Cole Clark, and she dumps it down and will chase her own entry. It's Harris who goes in there and collects it. Shot will go in and off the pipe and cleared out. Some nervous times for Sasha King in net. Here's Bryce, who had her own nervous time earlier. And she whiffs on the clearance around the boards. Picked up here by Harris. Harris looks to centre it up, but can't, and Bryce goes and rectifies her mistake. And she'll take it out and away. Loose carry, though. She loses an edge. Picked up here by Cole Clark. Cole Clark will go into the zone. Cole Clark will shoot, and saved there by King. Out through Antill, and Blaze will get this one out and away. Crockford comes in behind and executes the turnover. Dodd will pick this one up, but she couldn't get it going through the neutral ice. who knows where the puck went there. Clark was asking for a stoppage, never got it. Far side here for the Blaze. Left for McNabb. McNabb tries to go around, does go around. McNabb goes through the painted area. Couldn't get anything on it. Then shoveled on net, and Plumridge has to double clutch at it. And
well, that's interesting, isn't it? I mean, you can certainly see for a good 2.5 minutes, the Bombers seemed to lose pace and they got trapped in their own end, and the Blaze didn't quite capitalize on it and had multiple chances. So if I'm the Bombers coach, I'd be having a word with my players about getting refocused here, because if they're not careful, the Blaze are going to pop on.
They are missing Chris Boundy out there, that is for sure. She's still got about another 3 minutes left on her 10-minute misconduct. Just can't get down that far side, the Bombers. Crisp, clean zone entries have disappeared. Here goes McNabb. She's lifted in this period. Gallon and Haydick let it go into the zone. Picked up there by Sinclair. And a whiff on the clearance. Here's McNabb picking her pocket. Throws it on there. Plumridge. Oh! She had a second go at it again.
There was a fair bit of contact there.
Through.
You bet ya. So I'm a bit surprised that there was no call on that, because the Blaze player got shoved.
It was Carol Kilgallen who went flying through and upended.
Who says hockey's a sissy sport, man? Huh?
He is willing out there. You'd never know that these two teams are playing for bronze. You'd think this is a gold medal game at the moment, but there is some definite hunger for a medal out there. Losing her stick was McNabb. She just clean dropped it. Try and not draw the hooking call. In went Bryce, but she couldn't get an effective shot on. And Francesca there on the forecheck. Now we'll get it out and away. Bryce stops it from going too far though. Turned back around. Fricker will pick this one up. She has been everywhere for WA. Pass off the boards, and it caroms out a funny way. Down low for Fowley, but she couldn't get a shot away, and away goes McNabb, and she's got a bit of time and space, and she's going to go for a bit of a stroll herself. Still going McNabb, and the pad save there by Plumridge, and they turn and go the other way. Here's Francesca. She puts her head down and does some hard skating, but McNabb came back to stop her. She tries to go around Francesca, she turns it over. The Blaze will look to clear this one out and away, and they do through McNabb. Stop though. New South Wales, sorry, look to turn it around and in. There's Fowley, but she can't keep it in. And we've got a foot race here, and Haydick, well, she's well seen out there by Sinclair. Sinclair got great body position and was able to go back and win the puck. And now she goes up the right wing here. Here's a chance, thrown on net, and the glove save was dropped there by King. Wraparound chance, and she's put it in! Superb individual brilliance by Sinclair.
There you go, mate. I mean, so Sinclair was there. She held the puck, she was being back-checked, lost the checker, came back around, beat everybody, got into the offensive end at the top of the circle, let the shot go. There's a rebound. She picks her own rebound up, comes around the net, and dumps it in. So I'd say that's the play of the game so far, man.
It's fantastic. And it was all made by her initial play.
Absolutely. That could easily have been a breakaway. She stopped the offensive player, got the puck, and then actually did the rest of it herself.
Haydick was away until she got a good body position. Timeout called here by WA with less than 5 to go in this one, and this is starting to get away from the Blaze. They had all the possession, and we should see Boundy out of the penalty box soon as well. I wonder if she knows how long she's got left. 5:06 left in this second
You're right,
period.
she should be out in about 30 seconds, I think. Well, not even that.
At least you reckon at the next stoppage.
Yeah, that's correct.
She'll make her way out.
It is interesting, though. I mean, I would have said that the Blaze were outplaying the Bombers. The Bombers got a bit rattled. But again, there you go. A bit of a second effort. And that was a great play all around. It was a good defensive play that turned into a good offensive play, and the player kept going and make something happen. So very positive.
Nice bit of individual brilliance for a Sunday evening at the O'Brien Ice House. Where would you rather be?
Right. Nowhere. I don't know anywhere else but here.
You've got your own little room upstairs, don't you?
That's right.
Dear. So 5:06 left in the second period. The Bombers are up 3-1 as we see play resume, and we're going to take it into the zone here, and they're going to get a shot on net, sticked away there by King. Picked up by Crockford. Just head over to loudspeaker. I think we're going to have a bit of a change here. It's not Sinclair as we've been miscalling her. It's actually Cleo Mayer. And the book is there as a 38. That sort of makes sense with all the jersey changes we've had so far in this one. But Cleo Mayer with the individual brilliance on that one. Not sure she has her moment in the sun. That was fantastic.
Sure was. We don't want to take anything away from whoever the player was. We just need to get the player's name right.
Here's Alison Bryce, who did have a fantastic first period. She fires a good pass, but it's not controlled at the blue line by Cole Clark. So Bryce gets a second chance at backhanding it back out to Crockford, who scored probably the goal of the game before Cleo Mayer had her turn. She loses an edge, and here comes Georgia Clark, and Georgia Clark got her motor on and picked this one up. She can't control it though. Made behind. Change is coming thick and fast. Back to the blue line. Thrown in, deflected down, played into the slot area where Francesca is waiting. They couldn't find her. Picked up here by Cromhout. She throws it on net, but she throws it wide. Francesca will go in and get it. Here's Kayla Francesca. She dekes her way through and she loses an edge. The arm goes up and a tripping penalty is coming here with 3:20 left in this one.
That was interesting because it sort of looked like she lost an edge more than she got tripped, but I'm sure the Bombers will happily take that.
Definitely take the power play now. They could push it out to 4. Sarah Magnuson is going to sit the 2 minutes.
Francesca was actually allowed to freely come right through the slot, and if she had made one more little step, she would have got a shot on the goal. So you really can't allow that to happen. You have to stop them in the scoring zone from getting the shot away. So
power play opportunity here for the Bombers. It's Fowley on the puck at the moment. She goes down low. She'll look to wheel this one around, but she'll turn it over, and Haydock will play it out off the boards and away. Here's Cleo Mayer. This we've now been reliably informed by the PA announcer, not Sinclair. She plays the pass up to Badui, who's also in one of those alternate jerseys. It's a 3 in her elbow, but it's an 8 on the back, and such is the case when you come away for these tournament weekends. Things change, things happen. Laid down low there by May, whacked out and away off the glass and played out and picked up here by Bryce. She'll shovel it down and in. Injuries there for the Bombers, but they just can't set anything up with a minute left in this power play. Played back around by Fricker. Fowley's going to pick this one up though. She's going to play it back round, and Badui has to go and get this. She will get there. It was Mayer, sorry. Now Badui. She'll go in from Mayer. Francesca on the rebound. She couldn't put it away, and she had her stick lifted there as she went to have a third go at it. The Blaze escaped there. Mayer throws it down, but it bounces out kindly for WA. Out and away they go, but here's Mayer again. Now she's got a bit of open space. Don't give Cleo Mayer some open space. The shot deflected off the shin. Picked up though by Badui. Can Badui do something with it? She wheels around now. She'll go behind the net. She'll look to center it up. She throws it on net instead. It'll be covered by King.
Well, certainly, like I said earlier, Badui is the kind of player that you don't want to let walk around freely, and they did that. Okay, she managed to actually walk it right back out in front. Luckily, she didn't get a good shot away. and the play was stopped.
So the penalty's done. There's a breakaway chance here for the WA Blaze. It's the captain, Magnuson, but she loses an edge, and she was monstered the whole way. And the Bombers escape there, and a big hit in the corner. The puck shapes free. Blaze, they can't keep it in. As time will probably get away from both sides here. Needs maybe one last chance. The goal scorer for the Blaze, and Haydick. Haydick wheels around, she goes through, turns it over. Here's McNabb, she shoots and well saved Plumridge. Backhand chance, and it's seen wide by Plumridge. And the Bombers will just put it anywhere, because that's where it needs to be. And time will get the best of both these sides here in the second. A frenetic finish to that period, but it is the Bombers who escape with the 3-1 lead after 2.
And that's interesting too, isn't it? Because they had a player, one of their better players in the box for a 10-minute misconduct. And I actually thought for a large portion of that, they were actually outplayed. And then one personal hard second effort, and they get a goal, and they're up 3-1. And if you're the coach, you might be happy, but not completely happy.
There's still a lot of work to do in this one. After 2, 3-1 to the Bombers. A reminder, our gold medal game coming up after this. We'll have a quick break. We'll allow you out of this box for a little bit, but not too long. We'll tie the leash around and make sure you don't go too far. Between the Melbourne Chargers and the Canberra Pirates. It's our gold medal match after we finish up with the bronze medal here.
So our Scottish friend.
Yes.
That would
Cheryl
be
Fowley and her family watching back in Scotland, as we were reliably informed before the match. Fowley's played very well today.
Yeah, she has, actually.
She's had a lot of good touches down low.
So if I was her parents and I was watching this, I'd be pretty happy. Aside from the fact that I had to get up to watch the game. But the funny thing is when Steve and I do the AHL games, we have people following us all around the world. We have people, believe it or not, in Africa, in Scotland.
Scandinavia as well.
Scandinavia, for sure. In America and Canada. It's really quite funny, and we have some diehards that they don't miss a game, you know? And you see them all.
Anders is there always.
Yeah, that's correct. We always have the tweets come up, and we have a bit of a laugh with that, so it's good.
We could get people to tweet me. We could get something going.
Well,
we might get that going for the gold medal match.
Sure.
There's 15 minutes left here in the bronze game, though. And if Perth are to, WA, sorry, are to rectify something here, some miracles on some frozen water might be required. Dare say, a miracle.
At OBGA, well, it's 3-1, mate, and there's 15 minutes here, so really all it's going to take is for the Blaze to get a goal, and they're right back in it.
One goal will really shape this game completely. As the Blaze again win the opening face-off. They've won all 3 opening face-offs in this match. They have conceded 3 themselves. Outside, there by Crockford. Push it down. It'll be done here by Maverick. Played up and away. There's Cleo Mayer. Shot will come in, and oh, bit of a collision there by Crockford and then King and net. Blaze will loop this one out and away. Far side there is Antle. She'll take it into the zone, but leave it behind. Picked up here by Miriam Hall. Hall now with the chance to wheel around. She centers it up for Antle. Antle went down in the slot area. There was a stick involved, I thought, in that one, but no call made by the referee. And Chris Boundy, free from her 10-minute misconduct, plays it down. Interesting to see if the Bombers look to shut this game down completely or look to find one more. Tucked in there by Fowley. Here is the Scotsman, Cheryl Fowley. Plays it back into the slot area. Stepping up is the chance, and it's saved. Maybe Harris will look to clear this one out and away for the Blaze. Doesn't escape, though. Kept in by Fowley. Played into the slot area. There's a chance down low for Dodd, but he couldn't do anything with it. Nicholson will throw this one into the corner. And reset again, Harris. Alicia Harris will have about her 17th go at clearing this one out and away. This time it works. Bryce will pick it up and neutralise, and she'll play back in. And Harris says, get this out of here. I'm tired of being in my own zone. And so being tired of it, she takes it into the attacking zone, throws it on Plumridge, but Plumridge has seen much harder things to do today and covers with a tick under 13 left in this one.
Well, you know, she'd seen harder things, but at least they got the puck out of their end and got a shot on her, so that's a positive thing, and they need to do more of that if they want to get into this game and still be competitive.
Face off one there by the Blaze, kept in though by Fricka. Sampson with the shot, played
go.
into the slot area. That's
Whoa.
in a dangerous area, but could not be tucked away by
Kilgallen
Kilgallen.
could have actually redirected that.
Here goes Francesca, the Philippine national player. She tries to center it up, but she lays it off the back of the net instead. And Hayter couldn't get that one out and away. Kept in, thrown on net by Badui, and Badui has it deflected into the netting.
So that other play, Kilgallen was actually in front of the net, and it wasn't much of a shot, but the girl fed it right through the gap. And if Kilgallen had got a piece of that, the goaltender wouldn't have seen it or expected it. And that's the sort of thing you want to have happen. Get somebody in front of that net, redirect the pucks, and make the goaltender have nightmares.
Dirty, jammy goal is exactly what the Blaze need, and working hard here is Haydick. She has the goal for the Blaze so far, working around, still a chance. Here's McNabb. They're jamming away. The whistle goes. Has he called a goal?
No, I don't think so.
Pointing down. I don't think he has called a goal.
No. But the interesting thing was, who was in front? Was it Simpson that was in front?
I think it was Simpson.
And I mean, she was wide open, and everyone's watching the puck again. So that's one of the things that I'm forever on my players about, is that you need to be aware of the people in front of the net and not leave them open. So the Bombers were very lucky that the Blaze didn't capitalize on that.
Face off aggressively won by the Blaze, but the Bombers will wrap it around. Kept in though. That was Magnuson. She threw it on net, but it was wide. And Jangles out in front. Plumridge can't find it. It's just seen away from her area. Magnuson will have a second go. Deflected down. There's a chance in the slot for the Blaze. They can't get anything going. Here's McNabb. She throws it on net, but it's seen back away. Thrown on net again, but it hits the wrong net. And it trickles over in front of the Zamboni door.
So positive on that play is Krumhout actually picked the player up in front and wasn't letting that player go. So that's what you want, okay? You just need to clear the zone as well.
Having issues clearing the zone. And well, they've said it hasn't touched anything, so it's going to be a face-off outside the zone. And so they get a free clearance to the Bombers. Boy, do they need that right now. And Boundy wins the face-off. Laid up the boards. The captain's missed it in Magnuson, but she's rescued there by Candice Maverick. Turning it over, and here is Fowley. Fowley goes in with speed, throws it on net. It's the side of the net. Laid out by Magnuson. Kept in though. That's Bryce trying to get it out from underneath their feet, but she couldn't. Nicholson just plays it back in. Blaze need a goal, and they need it quickly. Magnuson couldn't clear it. Here goes Boundy. Boundy with a chance. Throws it on net, but easily saved by Sasha King.
No, that's right. There's 9.5 minutes left, and the Blaze need to get another goal to close the gap and make it interesting. And the Bombers, by the same token, would love nothing more to get a goal and open the gap up and make it impossible for WA to beat them.
Just feel like the next goal,
Very much so.
whoever gets it, they might just go on and snatch this, even if it is the Blaze, who would require one more to even tie it up. Haydick does yeoman's work to try and get it in the zone, but Bryce sees it out immediately, and the turnover is affected in centre ice. That's a bad place. Here goes Badui. Badui works around. Still going Badui. Chance on the the redirect, but it's seen away, and then there's a chance here for the Blaze. It's Haydick. She's got Kilgallen going in, and Kilgallen was a step ahead. She thought she left the skate behind.
So Badui had a great play, and Atkinson was open on the far side, and the rebound wasn't coming and the pass wasn't coming either, but luckily for the Blaze, neither of the two happened.
Escape there, the Blaze, with 8.5 left in this one. The puck is thrown down, literally. And put a divot in the ice, that face-off throw. McNabb will take it in. She's been fantastic as Louise McNabb. She centers it up, but comes off the back of the net. The Bombers will look to clear this one out and away, and they will. Here is Fowler. She plays it up and away, and here goes Kirsty Crockford. She already has one. Crockford will look to make it two, but it's well kept out. Or is it? Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Crockford's wheeling away. She's smiling. She knows what she's done. Oh, dear.
Well, she's got wheels. You got to give her that. And she picked that puck up.
Jeez.
She had somebody on her, and she got the shot off, and it just didn't go in. It was a good save at the other end, but that was a good offensive effort by Crockford.
All you could see as Kirsty Crockford wheeled around was that beaming smile, and you thought she'd done it, but Sasha King holds strong again. Here's Dodd for Bombers, but the centering pass is affected by Miriam Hall there. There is Boundy, still going foully, but she couldn't get a shot away. She re-picks the puck up in the corner, moves away from one, tries to bank it off the back of King. Nothing comes of that. Cromhorst missed it now. It is a chance. Fricker, but she couldn't beat. It was Cleo Mayer. Cleo Mayer is the one at home that saves the house. And potentially saves the bronze medal for the Bombers. Here's Cromhout again. And she turns it over to Cromhout. She turns it over to Shannon Spencer. Spencer will look to play it in, but can't. Spencer picks it up, tries to play it to Hall, but Hall overscattered it. And away go the Bombers, and having to get on her skates is Dodd. Alex Dodd will go and pick this one up. Dodd with a chance, throws it on net, but throws it across and to no one. Spencer tries to play it out, but can't. Played off the boards there by Fowley. Cromhout picks it up, plays it dangerously into the middle, trying to jam it home was Badui. And it all happened in slow motion for Sasha King, and she goes back out. The puck squeaked out from out underneath her, and she's picked her blocker up, picked her glove up, and she's had a panic moment. The puck's not there.
She had a panic moment, but the puck didn't go in, so the panic moment subsided into a session of joy.
Relief there for Sasha King. Bombers win this face-off. Nicholson tries to throw it down deep, but it's blocked at the dot. The Blaze will work it up. Picked up here by Badui. Nice stick work there, and she just plays it down and deep. And that's all the Bombers need to do at the moment. 5.5 left in this one. Everyone's going down, and you're gonna call the penalty for the trip. Yes, you are, Hamish Young.
But I don't know, mate. I actually think both of them lost an edge, and I don't think there's a trip in that at all.
The second, the Blaze player that lost her edge came because the stick of Leah Atkinson was down.
It'd be good to see a replay on it.
We've sadly got no replays.
I know.
All the great work we've done here today. James Morgan's helping us out with the stream. There's Alex up on the camera. So, a crucial power play here for the Blaze, and they immediately have it taken out of the zone. We tick under 5 left in this one. Backhanded out and picked up by McNabb. But if someone's going to rescue this one for the Blaze, it'll be Louise McNabb. She takes it into the zone, but she's double-chained, and Kayla Francesca lays it out. Picked up here by Candice Maverick. She goes rink wide. Picked up here by Haydick, and there's an offside play. To reset. Time ticks away here, and because it's a running clock, time ticks on the power play as well. And we're going all the way back into the Blaze zone as well. So they've deemed it a very deliberate offside.
I was going to say, the intentional offside, take it all the way back.
Down, and McNabb's lost her stick, and it's not the first time she's lost her stick tonight, and it's actually stopped a chance there for the Bombers to go short-handed. Played out of the zone, played down, but picked up here by Bryce. Bryce plays it back, and well kept out by McNabb. McNabb ushered up against the boards. They both go down. No call there, and trying to squeak past was Ansel, I think it was, but it's played out, kept in the zone just. Well done by McNabb. McNabb couldn't keep it, though. Trying to play it in. Chance down low. That's Carol Kilgallen. McNabb tries to go and get it. Stepping up is Maverick. She can't keep it in, though. Bryce takes it out and away. She's been fantastic today, as Alison Bryce. And she clears. And with 30 seconds left in this kill, this might see this one off. Bit of urgency coming from the Blaze bench away to our right. Magnuson went into the zone, lost an edge, lost the puck, and away goes Badui. Badui's 1-on-3, but that won't bother her. She now wheels around and she senses some time moving in. She had Cleo Mayer. She still has Cleo Mayer. She'll shoot and it'll be sticked into the netting, and that's not what the Blades wanted.
That was a good play by Badui to see the player on the far side, and unfortunately it didn't come off, but it was a good play. She circled back, looked for the open skater, and they almost got a goal. As far as the Blaze go, they got to play together and not throw the puck away. They're on a power play, and they really weren't working as a unit, and that's where their downfall was.
2.5 left in this one. The Bombers are up 3-1 here in this bronze medal match, and they've got it. They possibly do a fourth. Arms up, penalties coming, and this might seal the game here.
I think so.
Trip coming.
That's the last thing the Blaze wanted with 2 minutes left, because I'm sure the coach is thinking, get the puck down into the Bombers' end, pull the goalie, and anything can happen now. They're going to struggle to kill this penalty and unfortunately see the game out.
Alicia Harris took the trip. That will, you'd think, seal the bronze medal game. Things have happened before in hockey. There's the shot by Nicholson. It drops on King late. We were right behind that one and just had a little bit of a funny drop, knuckled down, and physics is a funny thing sometimes. Face-off is down. Quick face-offs with this running clock. The Blades are trying to work something. They get it out and away. Play it out. That's Pallier. Pallier is trying to take it in single-handedly, but there's eventually 3 Bombers players to take this. Now just sit here. The Bombers. Bryce goes up.
Well, the Blades are going to have to go at him. They're going to have to go at him and break the rules and kill in a penalty and force something to happen, or else they're going to lose the game.
A minute left. Hard to see much here for the Blaze. Away goes Kirsty Crockford again. She's still going, Kirsty Crockford. She wants that second. She's still going, Kirsty Crockford. Someone else throw another puck out there. She gives it off to Bryce. Down low, it's Cole Clark trying to work something for the Bombers there. Bryce is at the blue line. Picks it up. Laid out and away. Still kept it in well, did Alison Bryce. Bryce will try and work it into the slot area. Here's Cromhout. Her shot is blocked. There's a chance for McNabb. She's got a bit of open space here with 30 seconds left in this one. Toe drags through. Great work, McNabb, but she lost control and it works through to the end. Played back by Pallier. Be kept in here by Bree Smith. Smith shoots it on net. Works its way through. McNabb couldn't redirect it. Stopped there. Out of the zone.
All over but the crying, I think.
And the New South Wales Bombers came here looking for gold. We're upset in the semi. It won't be a settle for silver bronze, though. They've played fantastically in this game. And the New South Wales Bombers claim the bronze medal here in the Gower Cup tournament.
No, that's very good, and I think if I was them, I'd be very happy. I'd be a bit disappointed if I was the Blaze, because there were moments in the game where the Blaze were right with them and actually had control and just couldn't put the puck away. From the Bomber side of things, I think that there certainly were a few players that stood out. Bryce was one of them. Fowley played well too.
Kirsty Crockford was just outstanding.
Crockford was great, mate. I mean,
Cleo Mayer with that goal, the third goal there. Kirsty Crockford, that wonderful goal she scores is the game winner.
Absolutely.
And well, the sealer there.
So they definitely have depth, and they have some good skaters who know what to do with the puck, and that's a very positive thing. Their goaltender played well too.
Plumridge was outstanding. Taylor Plumridge, she was dancing and she went over to the handshake line. Both goalies actually played quite well. A good effort by Sasha King.
Absolutely. And I mean, you know, you never want to lose a game, but at the end of the day, the Blaze got to the bronze medal round, so they have to be happy with that. And it's just unfortunate that on the day, the Bombers outplayed them.
When you think about it, the Blaze had, just going through my stats here, the Blaze had a 4-7-1 season. So only 4 wins and a tie. And they lost 4-0 to this same team yesterday.
Yeah.
To come in and put that kind of effort in was fantastic. They can be very proud of what they've done. They come all the way over. A lot of them would have had to take work off.
Yep.
And to come through and pull that out, they were fantastic in that bronze medal match. But the bronze will go to the Bombers.
Yep. Well, you know, that's what hockey's all about. There's a winner and there's a loser, and unfortunately, you're not always the winner, but you got to take something positive away from that and learn from it, and then come back the next time and and take the trophy.
They will. We'll take a short break here, but the bronze medal match is claimed by the New South Wales Bombers by a score of 3-1. We'll be back shortly with the gold medal match between the Melbourne Chargers and the Canberra Pirates.
Absolute last chance now for these raffle tickets. You can win a Huggy Hound pack for your dog at the day at the beach in your better weather. Picnic in the park if you don't get hay fever. Take your lollies at a lot of movies. There's also some wonderful merchandise here celebrating the McGowan Cup and the Australian Women's Ice Hockey T2 tournament of 2019. Nice warm hoodie for $30, piggies for $15, and t-shirts for $20. Also for you Chargers fans, great amount of material down here. Some purple pom-poms, Chargers hoodies, some pride tape. There's a T2 Showcase Series Plus. You can maybe get them signed by your favourite Chargers players. And if everybody likes to collect something from other states, there's some great WA Blaze hats here for $20. I think I might get one myself. So not long now, the crowd's building, gold medal match is coming up. Canberra Pirates taking on the Melbourne Chargers. I can see the crowd, they're excited. Now get yourself some porters, it's a great drink. Great to see the Albert fans sticking around. Thanks for coming. We've got a trigger out there at the AWT2 Cup. First played in 1922 between New South Wales and Victoria. We have some contention. Blue ticket, E62. Blue ticket, E62, first prize. Steve McCullough. Second prize.
Welcome back here to the O'Brien Ice House. It's gold medal game time between the Melbourne Chargers and the Canberra Pirates. Melbourne Chargers in their black and purple jerseys, in affiliation with the Melbourne Mustangs, I do believe as well, Rod?
Absolutely, mate. There was an announcement at our last home game, and it was received very well. We're very happy to have them as part of the Mustangs family, and we're looking forward to their development and continued success with us.
And they've done very well here, the Melbourne Chargers, in this season. They finished the regular season with a 9-1-2 record and swept through yesterday's slate of games. Micah Yeo, she has 7 goals on the weekend, 6 yesterday, including a hat-trick against the Canberra Pirates in that game. They won 4-1, and she had the game-winning goal today in the semi-final where they beat the Flames 2-1. The Canberra Pirates, affiliated with the Brave themselves, they're in Canberra. They upset the New South Wales Bombers 2-1 in that semi-final earlier today. Steph Boxall, she had both goals on for the Canberra Pirates, and well, if you look at it from the outset, everything would suggest the Chargers win, but this Canberra Pirates team has definitely been a bit uppity this weekend, you must say.
Well, you know, again, it goes back to what I said before. When you get to a situation like this and it's the last game, anything can happen. So if you go out and you're too cocky and too confident, 1 or 2 mistakes and the other people are on you, and you lose sight of what's going on and you lose the game. If you believe that you're going to lose, chances are you are going to lose. So really, a lot of it has to do with the coaching and how the coaching prepare the players for the game. So if Canberra are on a roll because they've knocked off somebody that was not meant to get knocked off, that gives them an advantage coming into this game, and the Chargers need to be aware of that.
It was an interesting feel, I must note. Kristen Raimundo's on the team sheet for the Chargers. She's been part of the Melbourne Ice women's team lineup for quite a while as well. Micah Yeo, well, she's putting her hand up for a late inclusion with the weekend. She's the Scully girls are out there as well, as is the other Raimundo and Isabella. For the Canberra Pirates, an interesting feel. Ebony Brunt's out there. She's related to the coach, Andrew Brunt. And we've got Peter Lahosky out there. She's the wife of Matt Lahosky, former Canberra Brave player. Same with Rish Rumakainen. She's a very wonderful lady, Rish Rumakainen. I would not want to get on the wrong side of her. Her husband, Mark, would be watching at home.
I would think so.
Nice, a bit of a hello to Mark.
Do you think that he's helping her play her game, or she's helping him play his game?
Rish would have some notes for Rumo. Eventually, we'll hopefully see Rumo on the ice in 2020. The usual pump-up song of Darude and Samstorm gets us going ready for this one out here. A very quick warm-up. A reminder is a running clock unless it is forced stopped by the referee, and we have a minute break in between periods.
Well, I'm very excited to see how this is going to go. And I mean, like I said, it's very interesting to see that Canberra's here and they weren't the favorite to get here. And so let's see how they handle the situation. And likewise with the Chargers, one girl scores 6 goals. And so I start thinking I need to start relying on other people besides that girl. So if I'm Canberra, I will tie up Miss Yeo, and I'll make sure that I take some of the Chargers' offensive power away from her.
Interesting to see how they can deal with that. The other goal scorer for the weekend for the Chargers seems to have been Steph Conlon. So we'll see how this Yeo-Conlon matchup goes. Steph Conlon out there in 3. Goaltender Caleb Best had a shutout yesterday. Just to see just who we're going to see. It looks like it's going to be Alex Croyle for the Pirates.
You'd have the inside scoop on these dudes, man.
Here's my research.
Coop and scoop, that rhymes, man.
Might get something going, the Coop scoop for the Australian.
There you go.
Here we go. Rish Rumakainen is out there actually on the top line.
The things that you could do with that, you know?
We're underway here in the gold medal game. It is the Melbourne Chargers and the Canberra Pirates fighting it off for all the sheep stations, and it is the Pirates will have the first play down low. Then out of the zone by the Chargers. Here's Conlon. The ladies to watch out for here is offside is called. Conlon's been the secondary scorer for the Chargers this weekend. And that's an opposing line right out there from the top. Tarrelwood Bay is out there as well.
Mundo.
Down now. And away goes Boxall. Boxall got both goals for the Pirates in the semi-final win. There's Isabella Raimondo. She goes out wide, played in. And away goes Kristen Raimondo. Laying it back. Stopping it there was Peter Lahosky. She stopped the Chargers just for a moment. The wraparound chance was there, but that was well kept out by Boxall. Playing back to Isabella Raimondo on the blue line, but she couldn't get her shot on net. Hosky hits the ice hard. Chance in front, and the Chargers can't put it away. Canberra seeing off a couple of decent chances here. Raimondo keeps it in. That was Isabella. Rish Rimakainen couldn't get it out of the zone. Chance in the slot, still there for the Chargers, but it is Rish Rimakainen who sees it out. Look to try and clear this one away, the Pirates. Boxall goes rink wide. Put there by Kenyon. She couldn't clear it out and away. Played back by Tara Scully. Here's Boxall again. Boxall goes up, can't find Williams. They'll reset here, the Chargers. Across to Tran. Tran can't find Tara Scully. Deep it'll go. Chargers will look to reset once again. It's Gallagher behind her own. She couldn't find Clarkson. Played back in the second go at it was Gallagher. She finds Clarkson that time. Now McNabb. Played up, but icing's waved off. There's Joss. Joss wraps it around for Horvath. Horvath couldn't clear it out. Second go. Horvath again. And Sargent has to go in there. Madison Sargent. Sargent's clearance is kept in by Tran. Chargers just having a bit of zone time at the moment, but not doing anything with it. Here's Jess Joss. Joss goes through the middle, cleared out and away go the Pirates. Here's Williams. Williams now. Williams sent it wide by Gallagher. Keeping it though is Williams. She'll look to centre it up, but she'll go around the back first. There's no help here for Williams. Coming down late. Here's Kenyon, but Kenyon controls it at the point. It ricochets around. Williams had the chance. She couldn't do anything with it. Williams wrapping around. Chance here for Williams. The shot. Chance in front, but they couldn't put it away. It was Boxall in front. No, sorry, apologies. It was Nikita Horvath, and away go the Chargers. Try and reset. Here's Alalui, who can't control it. Stepping up are the Pirates. Through Peter Lahosky. Lahosky takes it in. Kept out there by Layla Al-Alui. There's a chance down for the Pirates. Goes behind the net, working hard. There's a shot by Jess Joss. Another Chargers will take it out. Raimundo points as to who she's given the puck to. I think she was getting some instructions from the bench, and she'd already done what was asked of her. Well kept out though. That was Madison Sargent, who stepped up at the blue line.
That was a good little play.
An end-to-end, a bit of feeling out here by both sides. Now Steph Conlon. Dangerous to go, Steph Conlon. Still going Steph Conlon, but she lost control, and Boxall was there to deal away with it. Rish Rimakainen. She plays it up. Rimakainen throws it into the zone. She goes and gets it back. She's doing everything at the moment as Rish. She throws it to the end boards. Up there by Talwood Bay. Wide, the pass is cut out. It's Boxall. Boxall plays it in. It's Just sort of a slower, bit of a more tense, cagey game than what we saw in the bronze medal match. Here's a turnover, though, and a chance for the Pirates. Can they get something going in their own zone? Stick goes flying. Still going, though, is Ebony Brunt. Still going, Ebony Brunt. And Ebony Brunt will eventually lose control of the puck. It'll work its way to the net. Best was on guard, though, and Ruumakinen was there to stop it from going forward. Here's Madison Sargent. Sargent finds Ruumakinen. Ruumakinen finds the zone, but loses the puck. It goes out. Taken by the Pirates. They'll play it down, and icing will be waved off here. Ruumakinen will get to this first. She centers it up. Chance in the slot area, and they can't put it away, the Pirates. That is your golden chance in the match right there.
That was a good
Still
setup.
working hard. Float on the net, and Kayla Best. She had to react quickly to her blocker side to save that one. And you'd have to say it's advantage Canberra at this stage.
Well, I would say so. And I mean, the Chargers were very, very lucky because Ruumakinen made the right play in the corner and a good setup, and it just didn't get good wood on that.
Shot on Best again, and I tell you what, she did very well to save that one high.
But both teams need to be a little bit more professional about their passing because they're throwing the puck away. They're throwing the puck into the middle. Things are getting intercepted. Coming out of their end, they're getting intercepted, so they need to do their homework and be a little bit more diligent.
Just a tick over 8 minutes left in this first period. Here's Boxall. Boxall already has 2 today. Boxall with the shot. Best sees it wide. Does it work its way in? I think it does. The whistle goes. We'll have a save.
The ref waved it off. So. But if Chargers want to win this game, they've got to take that opportunity away from Canberra because Canberra are actually being allowed to walk in and do basically whatever they want. They go around the net, walk out into the slot, and get a shot off, and that just can't be happening. The Chargers need to keep them to the outside and control their end better.
I think it was Casey Dowd who ended up in the net herself, where you don't want to end up. You want the puck in there, not yourself.
Not the player.
Face off won by Christy Tack. The blue line still going. Thrown down. The Pirates have definitely brought it to the Chargers today. Oh, but there's a bad turnover. And it is Thea Jones, but it is well saved by Alex Croyle.
That's interesting, too, because the goaltender probably should be a little bit more offensive on that. Like, she had that puck, and she waited for the puck to come to her instead of going to the puck, and that could have been a costly error.
Would have definitely released the pressure valve to get the face off the Pirates. It's Boxall. Flips it around. Ruumakinen's out there. Kept in the zone by Paige Scully. Harold Bay. Brunt will lead this one, but it'll be kept in. Oh, well done there by Ebony Brunt. Brunt's done fantastically well. She's got Ruumakinen. She goes herself. And Best was there at the near post to stop that one going in. Wraparound chance for Boxall, and it goes up in the air, falls harmlessly in the end, down next to the net. Cleared out there by Paige Scully, and the Chargers escape again. Playing with fire are the Melbourne Chargers. And the Pirates have definitely come for gold here. Wonder job, you may even say, as this is covered by Croyle. I've got a lot more Pirate puns I can come through with here. I've got a few Chargers ones as well.
So if the Chargers are playing with fire, did Canberra bring the coals and the gasoline?
They've brought the igniter fluid, that's what it is. The moment they're Homer Simpson pouring the fluid onto the barbecue, and we're waiting for the Chargers just to drop the match.
Okay, I'll go with that.
Here are the Chargers through Clarkson, and she goes down to Shelley Clarkson. She got a cross-check in the back for her troubles, and we've got a power play coming up here for the Melbourne Chargers, and that's disappointing. It is Madison Sargent who just fair old put the stick in the back of Shelley Clarkson.
Well, and this is really a bit unfortunate for Canberra because they've been outplaying the Chargers. So if the Chargers have their act together, this is a perfect opportunity to get back in the game, score a goal, and take the lead.
What have the Chargers got here on the power play? Croyle couldn't get across there, but luckily the wraparound attempt was too wide. Shot is deflected out and away and out of the zone. That is Page going back to get it. Moves through neutral ice. Picked up and through by Raimundo. That was Kristen. Thrown in, falls for Kristen Raimundo. She gets the shot. Kristen Raimundo scores! No, she doesn't.
No, I'd say that was in. That was in and out.
No, I think they've waved it off. Everyone is up. I thought it was in.
Well, so did I.
The crowd thinks it's in.
Oh, he's called a penalty.
Oh, he's called a penalty. He's called a penalty.
Man, I thought that went through her legs.
Oh, no. He's called a penalty, and so the first goal of the game is wiped off.
We could certainly do with a replay on that, mate.
Wow. And what this does is the clock keeps ticking, but the time hasn't started on the penalty for Melbourne. And so there are 30 seconds of 4-on-4 before a minute and a half of power play for the Pirates. Now the hockey game turns, and here are the Pirates. And there's a chance and a good pad save from Kayla Best. The shot came in from Brittany Williams. Here's Boxall. Boxall holds. She shoots. It's deflected down. Williams was there, but she couldn't get anything on it. Seen down, and this will not be an icing. It's waved off. This game has changed completely. Here goes Boxall. Boxall with a bit of time and space. She's got Williams if she wants. Here's Steph Boxall. Boxall goes in, works her way through. Boxall couldn't see it in though. She's got a player at the front. She can't find it. And away go the Chargers now. Here goes Conlon. Conlon gets a stick high.
Oh, yeah.
Conlon's going to get the penalty. Thrown in and seen wide by Coyle. Still going is Conlon, and the whistle will go now.
Brittany Williams is going to get that. Her
Stick was
went
high,
up and
it was
hit
a hook,
Conlon
they're
in
going to
the
call the
face.
hook.
Absolutely.
And Brittany Williams is going to sit two here for the hook. Can't have many complaints there, and so it swings again. So 40 seconds left of a 4-on-4 and then a 2-minute power play.
Yeah, it's very interesting, isn't it?
Time is ticking on this penalty for Melbourne as well. Get it down, so we've got 30 seconds of 4-on-4 and then we'll have a minute and a half of a Chargers power play. Picked up here by Gallagher. She throws it in. Here's Clarkson. Oh, that's hard and in and out and away. Couldn't get it out. We're still skating 4-on-4. Still going. Here's Boxall. Boxall just couldn't control it. Kept in. Down it goes. Rumakainen couldn't find the puck. And will eke out of the zone. Thrown in by Kirsten Hudson. Here's Isabella Raimundo. She can't get it out of the zone. Here's a chance, Boxall. She throws it out. High into the air it went. Isabella Raimundo will see it around. Out of the zone and away. Icing here if Rumakainen can win the race, and she does.
This is where the Chargers really want to get their act together. They're on a power play for a minute. They've got a minute left in the period. They love nothing more than to score a goal and carry this into the dressing room with a 1-0 lead.
Down the wrong end for this. And icings on power plays are killers. Keeping it in the zone with Ebony Brunt. She's done fantastically there, has Brunt. And well played up by Peter Lahosky. Working hard is Brunt again. Did well in the forecheck, and now she's on the back check. Kept in though there by Clarkson. Clarkson is deflected up, and it bounces over and works around. Picked up here by Tank. Tank looks to work it through, but she just clears it up and away. And Chargers will look to re-go in. Thrown on net, and I tell you what, that has gone through Coyle, and it's ended up in the corner.
She didn't know where the puck was.
Oh, boy. Lucky break there with 17 seconds left on the clock here in the first period. Picked up here by Madison Sargent. Oh, bad clearance by Sargent. Here's a chance late for the Chargers. They've got numbers. Can they work it in? They can't. And the siren will beat everyone here. Coming late with the Chargers. In the middle, it was the Pirates. But no one scores, and we end 0-0.
Well, you know, the interesting thing is I think the Chargers were outplayed by Canberra for the period. And what I was trying to say before is all you need is something like a power play against you, and you get scored on, and the whole momentum shifts again. So that would be a dismal thing for Canberra if that was to happen. So luckily, they got out of that, and they got out of the little flurry from the Chargers at the end of the first period. It's 0-0, and they still have their momentum. So if you're Canberra, you're happy. If you're the Chargers, you'd be thinking we need to do a lot better than that in our own end. Control the ice surface better, not throw the puck away, and work together as a team. They haven't really had a lot of that going.
Unsighted has been Micah Yeo. She has 7 goals this
weekend.
weekend.
I was going to say that to you. The funny thing is you start looking around and you don't see or hear from her, and you got to wonder what's happening there. So she needs to pick her game up as well, okay?
0-0 after 1 here. Mr. Page for tapping our glass just in front of us. Small Chargers chant that goes up behind us. It looks like it's Williams out there to start it for the Pirates. Joss is out the other side, and there's going to be Horvath as well. Horvath? Yes, Nikita Horvath in front of us here. And Lahosky for the Pirates on one blue line, and I'm pretty sure that is Dylan Kenyon on the other side. So we're underway here in the second. The Chargers will go through Ella Louie. Interesting that it comes over the top there. Pirates outshot 5 shots to 2, the Chargers there.
Well, that's what we thought. I mean, they've outplayed them for sure, so.
Here goes Williams. She took that penalty late in that first period. Still going as Williams. She wheels around and she centers it up. There's the chance. Backhanded on net. It was Jess Joss who just couldn't find meaningful stick on that puck. Kenyon off the wall. That work there by Joss. Joss will pick it up. She'll play it across to Williams. Brittany Williams is definitely settling into this gold medal game fantastically. Pinching up. Lahosky couldn't keep it in, but Kenyon was there, and now there's a 2-on-1 chance. Away. Chance. Chargers. Scores! No! Crossbar! What a call! And the other end, it's Brittany Williams. Williams will wheel around. Williams still going. Best has it seen away. Here goes Kristen Raimundo. It's end to end here. I'm wondering if 55 is actually Micah Yeo.
Well, I was wondering that too, because at the end of the day, there's nobody on our sheet 55, and 55's playing pretty well.
I might have been misled there by the trainer, Lindsay Buchanan, who said there'd been no other changes. It was very helpful at the start. Hard in was Rishrunakainen. We've lost. I'm on my own here for a little bit because he's gone on a fact-finding mission, has Rod Johns. We'll have a face-off with 13 minutes. 50, yeah, well, we just found out Micah Yeo is actually 55, which makes a lot of sense because we actually did see a little bit of Micah Yeo in that first period. She's 55, isn't she? Yep. Yeah, there we go. That was a fantastic breakaway by Micah Yeo. She couldn't, well, we thought she had put it away and the bench went up.
Well, I actually thought it was in and under, mate. So again, the power of a replay would be a wonderful thing.
It's the second time the Chargers think they've had a goal. And seen into the bench there by Tara Scully, one of the 2 Scully girls.
So now that we know that 55 is Miss Yeo, that makes a little bit more sense, because I was watching her in the first period and I thought this girl has actually got some wheels and that, but she wasn't on the program, and now she is, and now the story has unfolded, and so there you go.
It's also wrong. Emily Page is 29. I just fixed that on the book there for you. There, Emily Page is out there now.
It's good to be on the right page.
Turn to page 29 and find Emily. Up against the boards on this far side and out the back and the way. Chance here for the Pirates. It's Horvath. She couldn't get a shot on there. It's past Rainbow. Horvath plays it in for Williams. Couldn't get meaningful stick on it in the slot area. And I tell you what, this line is working. Here's Williams. This line is really working for the Pirates. Williams, she has Boxall. Boxall works around, still going Boxall. Seam wide by Best. Boxall pick it up in the corner. She'll try and work around one of the rain window girls. She does. Tries to find Williams, does, but Williams gets the shot. Well played. There's Emily Page. Puts her body on the line.
That was a good setup by Boxall, and Williams just didn't get control of the puck to get the shot off, but it was a great setup, and Williams was right in the right place too.
The game twists again. What a final we are seeing here. Icing is called.
Well, certainly if you came to watch the game, you'd be pretty happy, and I think I've been fairly impressed with the skill set of some of these players. There's some very good skaters and that sort of thing.
Just supposedly a tier 2, this has been a very good standard.
Yeah, actually, for sure.
And you look at where the state of women's hockey is around the world, and certain competitions of much stronger hockey countries are falling over. The fact that Australia has two. Well, there's a redirect chance. That was Boxall. Best had to be on her best to see that out. Shot again, and Best watches it go in front, and Canberra on the front foot. Here's a chance, but Rish Rumakainen lost it underneath her skates, and she couldn't get the shot away. Working around is Ebony Brunt. Brunt goes in front of the bench, gets through the check there, works out the front. Horvath steps up. Madison Sargent, Rumakainen throws it, and Brunt couldn't get it. Canberra, they're threatening. And if you're the Chargers, you're a bit worried. You think you've scored twice. You've still got nothing to show for this game. Boxall with the turnover, but she couldn't find Rumakainen in front. Throws across. And they are hanging on, the Chargers. Conlon clears. Rumakainen beaten by Yo, but Yo falls to the ice. The arm stays down. Still working hard as Yo. Yo with the wraparound chance. Works out in front. And still nothing for the Melbourne Chargers.
But a good effort by Yo. So you can see again where she's a good player. She knows what to do. She drives hard, and she tried to make it happen even while she was on her knees. So positive power, that's what you want. You just need to get a few other people in there, and it'll come.
Both teams are knocking on the door. 9 left in this one. The shot is well wide. Thrown around by Bay. Here by Yo. Yo throws it in front. Joss will get it on the far side. She'll try and calm things down for the Pirates. She whiffs twice on the clearance though, and Bay is able. Bay's stick was held, and then Bay goes to the ice, and all sorts of things going on there. No call. Well done by the ref just to let them play. And now Bay catches it, holds it for a while, then throws it to the ice, losing it amongst her skates. Chance, and it's kept out. Bay on this far side, goes back to Gallagher at the point. She throws it on, deflected and seen out by Coyle. Thrown back at her net by her own player, but Coyle was there. And turning it over was Kenyon. Here's a chance, throws it, that's a goal!
Who got it, Conlon?
I believe it is Steph Conlon.
Well, Conlon, if it was Conlon made a great little play at the blue line, through the defense, the forechecker that was on her, left the puck for the defenseman, and kept the play in their end, and that started the whole thing, so positive again.
And it came, and eventually the Chargers knock one in. 7:40 left in this one, and the Chargers are on the board, and that might calm the nerves a little bit.
Well, they needed that, because up to that point, Canberra was probably outplaying them, and so they had to do something.
They're giving it to Mika Yo, the goal. Her 8th of the weekend. But it was all Steph Conlon who made that one.
Yep.
But I mean, when you have 7 goals already, you're probably going to get an 8th in the gold medal game. What have the Pirates got in response? Well, it's Steph Boxall. She had both goals for the Pirates in their semi-final. Still going Boxall! Oh, how did Boxall not put that away? Boxall dazzled, and she just couldn't score. She did everything but put it in the net. And here she is again. Still going as Steph Boxall. Someone stop her. Set it up! Oh, the equaliser! What a play!
that, my friend, was a great goal. Boxall had the puck. She looked for the slot, and Brunt was right there, and it was a good backhand pass to Brunt, and Brunt didn't waste any time and gets the shot off, and the puck goes in. And the interesting thing, the lead-in play, that was all Boxall as well. She probably should have got the puck up to her forward skater, but she took it herself, and she actually beat the goalie and lost the actual puck and didn't put it in, so she made up for it on that play.
Fantastic work by Steph Boxall. And just as soon as the Chargers think they're going to break free, Ebony Brunt and the Canberra Pirates tie this one back.
And I mean, I give Brunt a lot of credit for just being in the right place, getting the puck and releasing it like that.
And
so
that's half of what being a good forward is about.
you betcha.
Here's a chance for the Pirates again, and Best has to control that one up against her mask.
And I mean, you know, you can't tell people enough that sort of thing. Unfortunately, what happens is people follow the puck and go to where the puck is, so it's very, very hard to have the discipline to stay in the right place where the puck isn't, and you're the option player, and that paid off perfectly, mate.
She was Johnny on the spot.
Absolutely.
Yeah, half the job is being in that area, but as you also mentioned, half of it is actually getting it away.
Yep.
And it was a fantastic release. Here's Boxall again. And a bit of individual brilliance from Steph Boxall has changed the game. His top line for the Pirates, but here go the Chargers. They work it through Conlon. That was fantastic. Back check still going. Conlon trying to get the shot away. The Pirates, apologies, will get it out. I'll reset the Chargers. Sargent. Stick lift by Boxall. Just couldn't get away. That was Ebony Brunt who was nearly away. And that's hard work by Rish Rumakainen. It's not the first time we've seen a Rumakainen come through the neutral zone and absolutely lay the wood. Here's Boxall. Centers it up, and oh, she is dangerous as Steph Boxall.
Well, Rumakainen was right there too, and she just didn't get any wood on that.
Through Rumakainen lights her up.
Yeah.
And she's gonna sit some time for it. As much as she's gonna get called for the interference, and yeah, that's not the first time we've seen a Rumakainen sit in the penalty box here as well.
Well,
that was a good hit.
It was a good hit, but that's the sort of thing you got to watch in this, that you have to watch the contact. So there's a way and then there's a way, and that was a bit too obvious.
It's probably a good call from you there, right? So with 3 3/4 left in the second period, Rish Rumakainen will sit 2. But here go the Pirates. It's Williams. Williams just throws it on Best, and Best just sort of gloves it and dismisses it with disdain. Clarkson. Trying to take it up there is Tara Scully. And then she's locked in a battle and she loses the puck. Clarkson couldn't keep it in, but kept in by the point there by Isabella Raimundo. Thrown on net, but it doesn't get through. Secondary chance here for Emily Page. Page wraps around. Still going is Page. But she couldn't find the angle to get in on net. Back off the boards. Here's Isabella Raimundo. She shoots. Oh, what a good pad save by Coyle. She pushes it out wide. Picking it up again. Clarkson, Raimundo. Holds, goes across. Page fires, but shoots it straight into Williams, and Williams is away. Here goes Brittany Williams. She's got Scully with her. She goes through Scully. Raimundo's the last time. Williams scores! Short-handed goal, Brittany Williams! And the Pirates take the lead.
Well, I think that was interesting too, because Tank was open and with her, right? And she chose not to go to Tank and made a good move on the Chargers defenseman, and then took a shot and beat the goaltender, and it's 2-1 on a shorthanded play. So power to you, mate. And that's the sort of thing that you really have to watch for when you're on the power play, that you don't get burned at the blue line and end up in a situation like that.
It was Williams there who poked it forward, and she went through Tara Scully. Now, what do the Chargers have in reply? Boxall just plays it into her own bench. Will waste time with 1.5 minutes, and Rishru McKinnon is free. And suddenly it's a very fruitful
Well, it's interesting.
time for the Pirates.
Minute 30 left. You'd love nothing more if you're ACT to go into the dressing room. If you're going to the dressing room or have a break and be in the lead, you have your momentum with you, and you're riding high. If you're Victoria and the Chargers, you want to get back on the board. You've got 1 minute and 10 seconds left in the period, so chances are you're probably not going to. So you need to mentally regroup.
And here's going to be another power play for the Chargers. The hook's going to come.
Well, see,
she's a bit surprised.
And that's not what ACT wants. Okay, so
Brunt's going to go in. She scored the first. I think she was a bit surprised she got called for the hook, but definitely had to stick in there. And the tick under 1 minute left in this one. I'm wondering if we're going to set this up in time.
You're not going to get much out of this penalty.
Not at least for this period. The clock will start. Everyone sets up rather quickly. We're going to have a bit of a readjustment. We're going to get about 20 seconds, I reckon, left in this penalty in the second period here. Lahosky couldn't control it, and she has her stick tied up. Down she goes, no call for Peter Lahosky. But the Pirates do clear it out and away. I reckon that's all they'll have to see of this penalty here in the second period. We're going to start the third. We're going to see it on icing here, and that's going to kill the period. But it's the Canberra Pirates shocking the Chargers. They plunder and they pillage a short-handed goal.
And
Brittany
do they
Williams.
burn?
They're not burning just yet.
Okay, right.
They're not burning just yet. And after 2, it is the Pirates 2, the Chargers 1. And Rod, we are set up here for an enthralling third period.
Well, I think so. I think it's been a good game, and I think at the end of the day, it's good to tax the people on the ice, and I think the Chargers have been taxed. They need to regroup. They need to rethink what's going on. They've got a power play, and they've got 1 minute 30 left to even the score, and that's a good opportunity to try to swing the momentum back their way. If you're Canberra, you want to kill this penalty, contain the momentum, and keep going at the Chargers and stick it to them and not let them regroup.
Where have the Chargers gone wrong?
Well,
because they had that. They got the goal through Yo, and you thought, here we go.
Yeah.
They've done it all weekend. They've rolled, and they've just sort of blown through teams. I mean, the closest result was a 2-1 game against Adelaide, who didn't win a game all year.
Sure.
They would have rested a lot of players, but they beat Canberra 4-1 yesterday. They
Well,
just
you know,
slipped through in the semi-final.
From my travels, I would say that you can't rely on 1 or 2 people. You need to work as a group and play together. They need to be more attentive in their own end and control that area of the ice better. They need to be looking for their forward skater and get up and tax the goaltender. And you could argue that, well, they probably, if you had a replay, they might have scored 2 goals that weren't counted. But you need to just shake that off and keep going. They've got the talent, they've got the depth to do it. They just need to refocus.
That seems to have shaken them, those 2 goals that they have
Possibly.
allowed.
I mean, I think it breaks your confidence when you think you've scored a goal and all of a sudden the play keeps going and it hasn't happened. But, you know.
And Yo thought she had that goal. She actually got called for a penalty. So, the third period is underway. We've got 1.5 minutes of a power play. Well, we've just been reliably informed through our ears that it definitely didn't go in the first goal. So it'll be interesting. Oh, what a move by Steph Boxall. Boxall in a line. Still going Boxall, but she just couldn't put it in.
Well, she made 2 good moves there because she went left to right, beat the defenseman or the forechecker, and then got over the blue line and went left to right and got a shot off, and that was a great little move. So power to her. If you're the Chargers, you got to make sure that this girl doesn't contain the puck and get too many opportunities.
Boxall is just terrorising Melbourne at the moment. And so wiped a fair bit of penalty time off as well for the Pirates. Here goes Emily Page. Page is stopped as she goes in by Rumakainen, and she can't effectively go in. Here's Boxall. Boxall just wraps around the board. It's going to be kept in here by Isabella Raimundo. Bella Raimundo urged to shoot. It works its way through. Croyle sticks it away. And Madison Sargent holds, just touches it out. That is going to kill the penalty. And that is crucial for the Pirates as Ebony Brunt makes her way out the door. they see off that opening power play to start the third. Page wraps it through. Here's a chance for Clarkson. Clarkson drops it off. Page was wrapped up. It's underneath Page. She couldn't find it. Bella Raimundo down low behind the net. The Chargers trying to get something going, but Ebony Brunt, fresh out of the boxes, go up that right wing. Still going is Brunt. Still going Brunt. She couldn't find Rumakainen. Now Boxall just sits there, and I don't know if the Pirates can do this for 12 and a bit minutes, but they'll be happy with the time. Every bit of second that ekes off this clock is a better second for the Pirates and not a good one for the Chargers. Here's a chance. Brunt shovels it in. Boxall there. It's still loose. And then it's covered by Kayla Best.
That was a good save by Best, too, because she had her pad down and she blocked the play and made the save. So power to her. But Chargers need to get, like I said, they need to get a bit more commanding in their own end. They can't let the ACT team walk around them. That's what's happening at the moment.
Way through is Joss. Joss tries to center it. She'll get a second chance. She'll throw it off the back of the net. Picked up here Williams. She's already got one good goal today. Throws it through the paint. Here's Joss. Joss will try and play it across. Played back. Picked up there by Paige Scully. Not out of the side. Well kept in. Chance to get out of the way. Well picked up there by Horvath. Horvath goes wide. It was Joss, but she couldn't get there. Working hard on the follow-up there. The Pirates. Kenyon will pick this one up. She goes across. She can't find Lahosky. Played through center ice. Poor pass is picked off there by Steph Conlon, but she has Boxall for company. Hard in was Conlon on Boxall. Working hard was Williams to get it out. Kept in by Mikey Yo. Yo. Oh, she gets it back here. Does Mika Yo. For that. Kenyon. Scully goes down. Shot goes across. That was Kristen Raimundo. Here's Bella Raimundo. The Raimundos are out there causing havoc, but the puck is deflected into the end boards. Oh. Bella Raimundo, hard check in the middle. It opens up for Yo, and Croyle saves it, and it goes up in the air, but safely out and away. Here's a chance, working hard. It's Kenyon. Oh, and it's well saved. Apologies, I think it was Williams who went in. It was. Oh, a big hit there by Bella Raimundo on Madison Sargent. The tank wipes out a player accidentally. It was Conlon. Is very willing here. Boxall hits the ice. Rish Rumakainen missed the puck. Through goes Emily Page. Rumakainen doesn't miss Page though. Here goes Brunt. Brunt through a couple. She leaves it behind. Boxall saves it for her. Plays it off. Here goes Rumakainen. Rumakainen picks it up. What can she do? She shovels it on net and it's wide. And 10 minutes left in this one. It's definitely getting a bit frantic. Thrown in. It's Peter Lahosky who put it in the corner. Clarkson controls it, turns it over. Lahosky turns around, gets the puck, throws it in. Rumakainen will go down low. She'll give Bay company. Bay off the boards. Kept in though. Yes, just, but then, not played out by the Chargers. Now it is. Picked up here by Peter Lahosky. She plays it off the boards. Bay. Made up. Clarkson. Clarkson. Oh, she's not going to get a deep entry there. She'll follow through though, will Shelley Clarkson. But Rumakainen's there. She gets back. Down she goes, and Rish Rumakainen draws the penalty on Emily Page.
Well, once again, that's not what the Chargers want with 9 minutes left. They need to stay out of the box, stay focused, and stick it to ACT. They can't do that from the box.
Down a player now, and with the clock ticking to 8 3/4. It's becoming squeaky bum time.
But you know, you gotta remember what I said before too. You're on the power play, like you're very offensive minded. You have to be very disciplined as well, that you watch your back door. So if you're the Chargers, you have to throw out the gauntlet a little bit and have a go at this. So while you're trying to kill a penalty, there's nothing in the rule book that says you can't have a go at their power play and catch them off guard and score a goal. And if you remember, that's exactly what ACT did to them. So
Looks like there's the players are up to our right over there. Now we're just letting out an ACT chart.
Oh.
Interesting. Timeout called by the Canberra Pirates. With 8:33 left in this one, they'll stop the clock.
maybe they're political and they know where the power in the country is. Okay.
Dear. What a game it's been. What a game it has been, Rob. A fantastic Tier 2 gold medal clash. And there's a decent crowd in as well, I must say. A lot of Chargers fans, the purple pom-poms, they're waving, as you can see. A very good crowd in for a Sunday. Down, shot by Williams, and the save by
big
Best.
Save there.
The pad was needed. Tied up, down they go, arm stays down, cleared out by the Chargers. No call there. Would have been very interesting had it gone to 5-on-3. Oh, I tell you what, that's not good though for Ebony Brunt. She lost an edge, played in, Chaz falls at the back. Oh, it's gone in! It's a short-handed goal for the Chargers. Disaster at the back for the Pirates. And we're tied at 2.
And there you go, and that's exactly what I said. So one mistake, you go on the offense, and I actually was going to criticize the girl for dumping the puck because really you want to take that opportunity, but it worked in their advantage. Their penalty-killing forechecker picked that puck up, and the next thing you know, there's a scramble in front, and now it's 2-all. So, new game now, man.
It's the second short-handed goal we've seen tonight, and Thea Jones changes the game again.
But let's not lose sight of the fact there's still a minute on the power play. So, again, Chargers need to stay focused and not give ACT a chance to get going.
Here goes Williams. She scored the second. Here's Williams. He shoots it. Best has to cover it. It's much of an open lane there.
Well, that's what I was just saying. So you don't want to have that happen. The shooter should have been taken to the outside and not given the opportunity to cut back into the slot to take that shot.
Face off one, and Peter Hosky plays it down. Pirates salvage something. Boxall gets it out. Boxall still going. Has to wheel around. Behind the net. Falls in front. Can't find it. The shot is seen away. Penalty's going to expire. Chance. Best doesn't cover it. Jamming away. Boxall's bowled over. And Best will cover as the penalty expires and Emily Page glides over. Slides towards the bench.
So if you're the coach for the Chargers, you're having a panic because all your players are in one spot, right? And the ACT was still spread out. So it goes back to what I was saying before. Discipline is everything. You need to know when to go after the puck and when not to go after the puck. You have to remember that your back door is very important and you have to protect it. So if everybody's going for the puck, it gives the Chargers many, many options.
There are the Chargers winning the face-off, but not getting far. Back down by the Pirates. What a gold medal game we've had today. What a hit as well down low. That was Ebony Brunt trying to get something going. Kept in the zone, but it escapes just underneath Christy Tank, sorry. Head off the end of the sideboards. There's Joss. Laid up here to Page in front of us down here. Well played there. That was Christy Tank who intercepted it in mid-ice, and Tank is sandwiched and doubled up, and puck is covered. Christy Tank didn't deserve that double team, but she got it anyway.
She got tanked, didn't she? He couldn't resist that, and I mean, look at, how about Miss Boxall? You want to put Miss Boxall in the box, right? But you can't say that kind of thing, so. But seriously, she's one player that the Chargers are going to have to watch out for because she's got great hands, good speed, and she knows what to do with the puck.
You figure Steph Boxall has something left to say in this one.
Absolutely, mate.
Bella Raimundo will pick this one up, though. She's been good in this third period. Wild play there. It falls in front. This is not where the Pirates want it. Picked in the shot, and Croyle makes the save, and it works its way out. Williams, who already has one today, couldn't find it there. Bella Raimundo, she goes into the zone, but it's...
And I mean, that's the thing that they've got to watch. That's the thing they've got to watch with Boxall, because she's up here and she's open, and she's smart enough to know to wait for the puck. And if she's given open ice, she's going to go for it for sure.
Got a stoppage here in the conversation. What's crucial is time
Too
doesn't
many men.
stop.
Too many men.
Have they called too many men?
Yeah, absolutely.
They have. Big here. Christy Tank's in the suit too.
Well, you know, that's the last thing as a coach that you want is to have something confusion on the bench, and you get a penalty that really is unnecessary to give the opposition a chance to put the game away. And really, look at it, 3:45 left. ACT has a penalty, and they've actually opened the door up for the Chargers.
Or have they made the smart play and they go in the short-handed goal?
Well, you never know, dude. But that's optimism extraordinaire, okay?
Right hand, and it knuckles in, and Mikey was waiting for Croyle to spit it out. Croyle has covered it up and not let it go.
So if you're the power play, you want to take your time, set the stage, get the shot. If you're the penalty killing unit, you don't want to run around and chase them.
Paige Scully lost it in amongst her skates there, and she couldn't get the shot away. Down low was Conlon. She lifted the stick. It falls out in front, and there's panic there by the Pirates. Paige Scully keeps this in, throws it around. Cleared out by the Pirates and away. That'll kill some of this time. We're an inch closer to some overtime. Finals overtime is something that a Canberra team is not foreign to in this building. We remember back to that fateful day in 2018.
Yep, I do. If no one else does, I do.
It was an okay. Here goes Paige Scully. He can't control it. Made up through the middle, and this power play is just sort of fizzed into nothing for the Chargers. What can Conlon make of it? Conlon goes across the blue line, centers it up. Here's Mikey Yo! Scores! Power play goal, Mikey Yo!
So they're two players that you really had to watch out for. So Conlon should have got taken on the blue line, but they let her cut across there, and she saw Miss Yo, and Miss Yo got the pass, and she made a very good play on the goaltender, and it's 3-2. So there you go. A mistake on the bench could very well cost these guys the gold medal, and that's really not how you want to lose a game.
Down 2-1 going into the third, up 3-2. And timeout called by the Chargers. Micah Yo, her second of the game, her 9th of this weekend.
And I was just going to say before that, this is where Conlon and Yo have to work together to actually put the puck away, and the power play up to that point was really not doing much of anything. So
I literally had just finished saying
correct.
that it was
That's
just ambling, and then Conlon and Yo decided to make a fool of me. It's not the first time I've come out looking silly by making certain statements like that. Micah Yo was there to chip it home.
But really, Conlon did it all again, okay? Because she took the puck in and was smart enough to ride the blue line, make a little move, throw the forechecker off. She sees Yo, feeds her the pass, and bang. So good stuff, just not necessarily a good power play, but a good outcome.
Got there in the end. They've got a minute and a half left, the Pirates. What have they got left to do something? I see here. That suits the Chargers because the puck's just going to sit there.
Well, so is he going to pull the goalie now?
Well,
I'd be pulling the goalie.
Royal's staying in a net. And we're ticking to a minute now. The linesman's working hard to get up, but we've wasted about 30 seconds there.
He doesn't have time left to be thinking.
Quick face-off, work down, shot goes in, well blocked. Kept in though, here's Williams, she already has one, fires and it's saved. Rumakainen, Croyle still in her net. Here's Boxall, if anyone's gonna save it for the Pirates, it's her. Rumakainen works it out. Down goes a Pirates player in front, that's her on the ice. Boxall can't cover it up. 45 seconds left, works in front, there's the chance. Pirates can't get anything on it. Shot goes in, oh, and it's saved.
Well, I don't get why he didn't pull his goalie, dude.
We've stopped the clock on 37.3 left. Interesting.
Well, he's done it now. Have a look. Goalie's out. 37
Coyle's
seconds
gone.
left.
Tanker's on there as the extra attacker. And the warning. It's down. Shot goes in.
Whoa.
Thrown
Oh.
in. It's up. No one finds it. Still working around. And the Pirates can't pot it. Down they go. The armor's up. We're going to have a penalty. They can't put an extra
Touch the
attacker out.
puck.
They've already...
Touch the puck.
Time might escape them here. She touches it. Does the clock stop? It does. 15.
So
we're going to have 6 on 4.
See there? Okay. What should happen is if you're Canberra, you would have just stepped away from the puck and let them touch it to get the whistle. But every time they played with it, they waste more time, okay?
It's Bella Raimundo who's going to sit here for... Kristen Raimundo.
6 on 4 for 15 seconds.
Pirates have every chance here as long as they win this face-off. Micah Yeo is pointing out where they do win the shot. And well blocked. Goes to the corner. Boxall centers it up. Played back to the corner. And the Melbourne Chargers finish top of the table. And they finish gold medalists for the Gower Cup. A comeback for the ages. And your Gower Cup champions, the Melbourne Chargers.
Well, there you go, man. I mean, if you're the Melbourne Chargers, you're very, very happy. And if you're the Canberra Pirates, you're pretty sad because, again, they were right with them. They had every opportunity to win the game. And then a little kerfuffle on the bench. They get too many men on the ice penalty, and it gives the Chargers a chance to actually get a power play going, and they capitalize, and it's 3-2. And, well, you know, there's still a minute left in the game, and Canberra has opportunities. They just can't seem to capitalize on it. So from an excitement perspective, that was pretty cool, wasn't it?
That was a very good game. And Emma Poynton, she's a very happy woman. She wasn't very happy to start the third, I'll tell you that. It was looking for all money halfway through that period. That the Pirates might be able to hold on here, but the too many men penalty switches the game. Great power play goal after the mistake as well.
And, you know, again, like, the other interesting thing, too, is, like, you couldn't have asked for a better opportunity when they start to call a delayed penalty. You, as a player, need to know, hang on, like, don't touch the puck, right? And
they lose about 15 seconds.
Well, so Canberra lost time because they were playing with the puck instead of just letting Melbourne touch it or purposely throw it at Melbourne, you know what I mean? So that was a bit unfortunate. They only had 15 seconds left. They had a pretty good opportunity, 6 on 4, to actually score. They had multiple chances, but it just never came off.
You do have to argue that the Chargers have been the best team throughout the season and do deserve this title. And Micah Yeo, you can't take away from Micah Yeo her weekend.
Well, she played very well.
9-goal weekend, 2 in the final.
And you could take away from the announcers who didn't know who she was until the second period. But when we worked it out, it came to...
It was all very obvious who Micah Yeo was.
And I mean, the other thing too is you can't say enough about Scanlon either, because I think Scanlon played well. She's got wheels, and so power to her. And the Chargers goaltender Best made some great saves too. And I mean, so did Canberra too. So the two goalies played well.
You feel bad for Alex Kroll. She's in front of us now.
Yeah.
She was despondent after that final Solhorn win, because you would feel responsible if you're Kroll, but it's not on her. It wasn't on her that the mistake was made at the back and she couldn't get across. And it's not on her that the too many men penalty was taken. What a final we have seen here.
That was good.
It's fantastic as the final handshakes go on in front of us. We're going to wrap things up because the presentation is going to be up in the bar.
That's correct, mate.
What a final we have seen. The Melbourne Chargers 3, the Canberra Pirates 2. They take the Gower Cup here in the Tier 2 National Championships. From myself, Jeff Coop, from the esteemed Rodney Johns.
pleasure to be here. That was a lot of fun, and I'll look forward to the next one.
Oh, we'll see you again soon.
Thank you very much. We'll leave you here for the O'Brien Ice House. Thank you very much.